Welcome back, Gaming with King family, to another F1 Manager 2022 video. We're back on our Road to Glory series with Team McLaren. So currently we have the Jeddah race coming up. Right after the Bahrain race was the Jeddah race, and then we're gonna get that little break there, about a week or so, to the next race. So we're gonna be jumping into our Jeddah race. We have no improvement for our car as that's being developed. We have no improvement for drivers as it's our second race of the season. So we're just going to be jumping into our Jeddah. All our facilities are still upgrading away, and we're still broke on coins. So all we have to do now is to jump on into the Jeddah race. So for our goals for the Jeddah race here is to try to beat the Alpine and the Alfa Romeos. We probably not catch up to Bottas, but Zoe and the Alpines are going to be our target here. All right, so let's jump on to our free practice run.
Formula One is back. Welcome to one of the fastest circuits on the calendar here at Jeddah. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix is about to kick off, and the atmosphere here is electric. The Jeddah Street Circuit has one of the fastest average speeds, as well as the most corners of any track on the calendar. Good high-speed downforce is going to make life in the fast lane a little easier for drivers here this weekend. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. So, without further ado, let's get started.
All right, so let's jump into our free practice. So we haven't received our scouting reports as yet, as it's just a few days. So the scout report would not be back until about 30 days for a rookie driver. So for now, we're going to be sticking with Danny Ricciardo and Lando Norris, as we're going to be replacing our reserve driver. So we're not going to be wasting any time putting him out on the track at this point. All right, so we're going to look at setup here, and let's see if we can figure out where Ricciardo would want it. We're going to be starting off with that. Let's go 20 laps and bring that down to purple. Always want to bring that down to purple so you get the most out of your tires. All right, let's go see that 20 laps and down to purple. So let's jump on into our first free practice.
Is the radio okay now?
Yep, radio is good, Drix good.
Sessions should be starting now.
All right, so after our first run, let's see where we are. All right, so we got invalid configuration for Lando Norris. I don't know why that was invalid, but so we see that he likes the top speed right about there, so we're going to keep that right about there and bring that back just a little bit, and then we're going to use the other just like that to see what he wants. All right, so that looks like it, and we're going to be sending them back out. Let's see how much laps we have remaining on these stops. 11. We're going to fuel for 11, and then we'll configure. As for Ricciardo, invalid configuration as well for him. Everything is bad for him there. So we're going to do the same. Basically move everything to the opposite side of what he doesn't like. All right. Alright guys, so there we go for the end of our free practice 3, and as always, our timing screen, we're always way down on the timing screen, but it's all about this. Actualization 100% for Danny Ricciardo, car setup 100% for Danny Ricciardo, 15 out of 15. Lando Norris 100% actualization, 96 on car setup, 15 out of 15 as well. Alright, so that's what it's about for free practice. so we're about to jump into our qualifying session now to see what we can do there. All right, so if you have not seen our video on how to master free practice so you can get these stunning results from your free practice session, make sure you check out our video on how to master free practice, and it will show you exactly what we do in free practice to get these good scores. All right, so let's jump on in to qualifying.
This is just a radio check. Yeah, all good.
All right, that's a good time to send them out for the
Track should be
first run.
green now.
We should not be blocked up on our first run here. There we go, getting a nice clean run with no traffic. Stroll all the way up there. We're not going to be catching up to Stroll at all. Getting a beautiful run here. Who's in front of who though? Ricardo is in front. And Lando Norris getting purple behind Ricardo, so he's getting that nice little slipstream. Really nice. Beautiful. Oh, right there, P15, P13. So we managed to stay within Q2 with both our drivers. I knew we didn't have to make that second run. It was close though, but yeah, pretty good run there. So we'll jump on into qualifying 2. All right, so we're in the back here in Q2, so we want to get this final run. We're gonna wait for the others to go. Track rubber is still low. Track grip is high. What I want to do here is I'm gonna allow them to go, and then I'm gonna go right behind them so we get the highest track grip possible. So we're gonna send them out right there and there, right behind, so we get the highest track grip possible. And we also send Norris out behind Ricardo so he can get a little slipstream off Ricardo and try and see if he can beat out Tsunoda and Magnussen's time. Let's see. We also have Ricardo right behind Lewis Hamilton, so he should get a nice pull behind Hamilton with the slipstream. Let's see what we get. Oh, yeah. We didn't make it. We didn't make it. So 13, 15, again, is where we're at. That's what we made in our previous race, 13, 15. So we're out again in Q2 at 13, 15. But that's good enough. We both made it into Q2. So we'll take that. All right. All right. So with that being done, Charles Leclerc and the Ferraris take the lead. Red Bull's behind Mercedes, getting split by Bottas there. And the Alpines that we wanted to beat, Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon, is a little bit stronger than us at present. So we're going to have to work really hard throughout the race to try and beat those guys.
It's race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
McLaren did a decent job during qualifying. This is a solid grid position, and it certainly has the potential to lead to good race results. We didn't see any unexpected prowess from Alpine during qualifying, but they did well for themselves. Everything's still open to them for the race. The weather is beautifully clear tonight, which is one less problem for the teams to face. Of course, that doesn't take anything away from the unpredictability of this race.
Well, this is certainly going to be a challenging but no doubt exciting race here in Jeddah.
All right, guys, so here we go for our strategy for Jeddah. We're bringing Danny Ricciardo on hard tires to bring him along, and we're bringing bringing Lando Norris to mediums to hards as he's in front. So we want to bring him on the faster strategy. As we're starting P13, P15. Hopefully we can pick up some position at the start. Let's jump on into the Jeddah Grand Prix.
It looks like clear skies tonight with the drivers now in their grid positions. And there is Lando Norris. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. And behind them, it's Ricciardo. They'll be starting the race from the bottom half of the grid, so there's a fair bit of ground to make up. The teams are ready to go. We're now moments away from this, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right, so let's see if Norris can get a clean start. Let's see if Ricciardo can get a clean start and pick up any position. Switch it inside Lando. Switch it. Yes, there you go. Down the inside goes Lando Norris, making his way up to P11. Nice and early. Beautiful drive from Lando there.
Nice work.
Just like he heard me telling him to switch to the inside right there. Really, really beautiful drive there from Lando.
McLaren are flying
All right.
now.
And we've basically used our starting strategy here with this one to give us the best possible start, and Lando did deliver with that start. All right, so we're now going to be cutting down to neutral on our ERS down to neutral for both our drivers, and we're going to let our drivers drive for now. All right. All right, so we want to watch those timing screen. Want to keep your drivers nice and close. Don't want Zoe to pull away too far. We see Gasly kind of pulling away from Zoe here. Hopefully he can pull and keep up. All right, Ricciardo kind of stuck down here, getting haggled by Mick Schumacher, I would say. But we've got Ocon in our midst. Alonso is all the way up to P6, so he's going to be a little more hard work to get up there. Let's see the strategies. Ocon starting on soft, Alonso starting on hard, so he's going long. Ricciardo on those hard, so Ocon, we should outrun Ocon here by a lot. I strongly believe Ocon is going to be dropping off on those softs, because he'll have to make an earlier pit stop, and we can make up that time with these mediums and hards. All right, so we're just going to wait here for DRS to be enabled at the end of this lap, and then we'll work our way through from there with some DRS to help us along as we stick with this train. I don't think there's any bad corners here at Jeddah that would like slow your drivers or stop them. I think it's just a nice free-flowing track, so we shouldn't see any hiccups of our drivers just slamming on the brakes in some corners for no reason. All right, Ricciardo, Tsunoda dropping off of Ocon, so we want Ricciardo to overtake, so we're gonna give him some overtake. Let's give Lando as well some overtake. Okay. As Ricciardo, come on Ricciardo, see if you could get in front of Tsunoda here.
Yep.
Lando Norris kind of dropping back on Zhou, so we want to keep him pushing with that overtake to keep up there. Let's see if Ricciardo can get around Tsunoda here so he can try and pull away. Dive down in the corner, Danny. Come on, Danny Ricciardo.
DRS is enabled.
Yes, DRS is now enabled. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, though we're not going to get DRS down this main straight. Now, but see if Ricciardo can close that gap on Tsunoda and pull away, get within DRS of Ocon, because we don't want Ocon to pull too far away from our Danny Ricciardo at all. Now DRS is being enabled, so we should be getting DRS around the back side. Come on, Norris, pick up the pace. He's dropping off to Zhou. Really dropping off. I think he's going to catch up on that corner up here. Don't think he's going to drop out. He should catch up. Slows down. There we go. Nice. Keeping it. He's now out. We're going to cut him up to aggressive.
Maximum pace.
Cut him up to aggressive so he gets back in DRS. So when we hit that main straight, we can have DRS on Zhou. Come on, Lando. push some of that fuel, deploy that battery. Lando is just dropping way back here. Come on, Lando, getting pressured. DRS. Yep, Zoe's gone. Exactly what we didn't want happened. Yes, Lando, we didn't want that, man. We didn't want that at all. But it's all right.
Big lifts.
It's all right. All right, so Norris back in the lead.
Good job.
Where is Ricardo? P15. He's trying to get around
And McLaren with a
Mick
great
Schumacher.
overtake.
Pulled on Ricardo here. That's crazy. What happened to Ricardo? Why Mick Schumacher overtook him like that? Let's watch that
take a look at the
overtake.
replay. Right, watch this.
Down
There's
the inside. Ooh. Oh, he's on the soft compound. Probably that's why he pulled around Ricardo there so easily, as Ricardo is on the hards going long. That's all right. All right, so Norris now back up on Joe. Let's cut him back down to standard.
Just be careful with this
Keep him
time.
on neutral.
Yeah,
Let's
confirm.
bring back Ricardo to neutral as well. And let them stick within that train. We don't want them to drop out that train at all. Want to use that train to pull them along. Pierre Gasly up the road here. Getting haggled by Zoe. DRS enabled for both drivers. Good. I still don't know how Ricardo lost the position to Mick Schumacher, and he had overtake on. I don't know, but it is what it is. Let's keep fighting. See if we can cut up to overtake here. Lando Norris,
Confirm.
so he can go behind Tsunoda. Joe, I should say. See if he can pick off Gasly with DRS down the straight. Come on, Norris. Come on, Lando. Oh man, Lando is getting passed by a lot of cars. What's going on? Lando Norris. I don't know. Ocon. Was that Ocon? I don't even know what just happened a while ago. I don't even know. But we're down to P12. I don't even know what happened there. Seems like our car isn't fast enough. It's not fast enough at all. Gasly driving pretty good on those hards, so those hards are holding up really good, but they're not holding up for Ricardo too good, though he's sticking with the train. Right, let's keep pushing Lando Norris to see if he can get around Gasly. Let's push Ricardo as well, see if he can get around Mick Schumacher. Alright, so we're going to be speeding it up for a few laps here. We'll be back about lap 10 for the sake of the video. ERS done. Lando going all the way down on here.
This is really good.
We'll have to harvest with Lando.
Recharge button off, please. Recharge
We have to harvest, so we'll let him stay in front of Ocon and stick behind Gasly while he charge. Gasly has broken the toe to Zoe, so Zoe has pulled away from Gasly here, so it's a matter of now us getting in front and see what we can do, but we're going to charge our pack for now as we speed it up for a few laps.
Take a closer look. Now just take
Alright, so while we were speeding it up, we see Lando Norris getting challenged by Ocon here. Nice and tight as he overtakes Gasly. Ocon was right on him. Wanted took his position, but he defended beautifully there to hold his position. Great drive from Lando here.
Was that a lock-up on the track?
Ricardo up to P14. Gasly, we took the position from Gasly, from Norris, but Danny Ricciardo is up. We're on neutral, and neutral as well.
You can turn recharge off if you want to.
Yeah, confirm.
And see if we can close down that gap. All right, our tire deck is looking good. Compared to the rest of the pack, we're on par with tire deck. So we're looking good. Norris kind of dropping back here. He is within though. We're gonna tap him up to overtake a bit.
You can use overtake there.
So he get a little bit of cleaner exits and pick up that pace a little bit to Gasly. So he gets back within DRS there. Now we got DRS, so we should be closing that gap. Come on, Lando. Gasly putting down a great drive in front of Lando Norris here to be pulling away. We're going to let that overtake run for a bit. Now we're going to cut it back down to harvest now.
So
here goes Lando Norris trying to go 3 wide. He backed out as we cut him to charge. Then we're going to cut back to neutral.
Recharge off, please.
Yeah, confirm.
Let's add some more speed.
McLaren
All right, so we see Lando Norris picking up on Gasly. Let's watch that. Down the inside with DRS now, flying along. Picked up on Gasly, beautiful there. Right now on Perez.
Gaining a position there. Oh, they make it look so easy.
I don't know who's that in front of Perez. Let me see.
Team watching on and clearly loving that.
All right, so Ocon and Perez is who we are now on here. We are within DRS, so beautiful. And we're gonna let Lando charge as he sticks in this DRS train. Don't want him to pull. We could pull ahead. We could pull ahead here, but we don't want his tire deck to get off key. So we're gonna keep him on aggressive. It looks like he can go to his pit window on those tires on aggressive. So we're gonna keep him there for a little bit. What I want to really do is charge the pack a little bit here with both drivers as we are within the DRS train. So we're gonna charge our pack a little and add some speed and we'll be back. All right, guys, so we see Ocon, Magnussen now pulling off to the pits. Cut Lando up to neutral. Neutral.
Okay, Lando, you can turn recharge off if you want to.
So Lando is now behind Gasly, who's 2 seconds behind Perez. So while we speed it up for a minute, Perez kind of pulled away. But that's all right. So Gasly now takes the lead off Lando.
Recharge off.
Let's see what tires did those soft drivers pit to hards. All right. All right, so they're probably going to be going to the end on those hards from there, or they're going to make another pit stop, but we're doing a 1 stop here. How much laps to our pit window? 7 laps. Our tire deck is looking good. So we'll keep going with our drivers as is. Normal. So P11 for Lando, P13 for Danny Ricciardo at present. He's going to be going extremely long, so he's sticking within that DRS is the best thing he could do. And we're going to add some more speed for a few laps. All right, so here we see Mick Schumacher has pulled the plug and he's going to pit. And as you can see, the cars behind are really close, so we're not really pulling away. We just have that little gap to Albon, who's behind. All right, so what we're going to try to do is say both drivers overtake.
Overtake button available.
Confirm.
and see if we can pull in front of Gasly. And if Ricardo, mainly we want to overtake Tsunoda. That's the main reason for this one. We want our Ricardo to overtake Tsunoda here. So let's see if he can get that done. As Lando Norris with now DRS takes off Gasly. Let's see if Ricardo can catch up and pick off
Okay,
Tsunoda.
Lando, nice job.
McLaren gain a position.
Ricardo seems like he's not really gaining that much on Yuki there. But we're still gonna attempt with him. Flying with ERS. He's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining. Where is his DRS though? How come Ricardo didn't get DRS there? Or did he? I'm not even sure. Let's cut down to neutral. Lando Norris 4 seconds behind Sergio Perez. Up in P10. As a good amount, the top 5, let's say the bottom, all these cars from Ocon to Latifi has already pitted, except for those on hards and mediums. So I think those cars that went to hard so early are going to be doing a 2-stop strategy. Yeah, I think they're going to be doing a 2-stop strategy. How much laps to Lando? Pit window, 5 laps. All right, we're going to let him continue to drive. And leave the train for a bit. Let's speed it up for a few laps. All right, so while we sped it up a little bit, we saw Lando Norris dropping back to Tsunoda and Gasly of the AlphaTauri team. So we're now behind both of them. What we really did not want, but it is what it is. So we're gonna let them continue to drive their train until we reach to about Lando's pit window. Then we'll start to burn these mediums to pit and see what we could do from there. All right, so let's speed it up for a few more. All right, so we see Lando Norris overtaking the 2 AlphaTauri drivers while we were speeding it up for a few laps. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just cut him up to attack.
Okay, Lando, 100%
as he's at
pace, 100% pace.
3 laps to his pit window. And then we'll see what he can do from there. If he could pick up the pace and burn those tires for about 5 laps to his pit window. All right, so let's go. Here comes Lando Norris flying all the way down there, Lando, all the way. Nice, clean. Ah, look at that jam up. I hate when that happens, man. Slammed into the brakes for nothing. All right, so we see Lewis Hamilton in the pits. Lando Norris now within his pit window as we burn his tires down to that pit window. We see Hamilton went to pit, coming back out on his fresh hard tires, and he's behind us as we continue to push. Lando still P10 and P13 for Ricardo here. He's going to be going a bit longer on his tires. Why are we seeing Lando Norris kind of dropping off here to Zoe? I don't know, but we should still get DRS on Tsunoda here. There goes our DRS on Tsunoda. Since we're in that train, I also want to harvest, but we're gonna get the position and then we'll harvest. Nope, he didn't go down the inside. We're gonna cut to harvest
and
there.
Just recharge off whenever's good.
We can't charge with Ricardo as he's not within the train. He's behind the train. So we'd have to have him within the train. Lando getting overtake. Both of them getting overtake by Pierre Gasly there. Alright, so let's speed up to our pit window. Alright, Ricardo seems to be dropping off here, so we're gonna
Use overtake.
throw him
Okay.
some overtake so he catches up. He's right behind Lando. Yep, so he got DRS. Let's cut him back down to neutral here. And we're gonna say overtake Lando.
You can use overtake.
Cool.
And we're gonna say push Lando. So we should get a nice clean exit. ERS flying. And then we cut our ERS to harvest. And he should pick up both of them. All the way, Lando. All the way. All the way. All the way.
Recharge on is okay. Please.
Come on, Lando. All the way. Alright, so he didn't get both of them. He got one. Let's cut back that to balance.
With a great overtake.
Save fuel from now, please. Save fuel from now.
Alright, let's see the tires. Gasly on hards. Tsunoda on hards as well. Alright. Alright, so Lando on George Russell's only cars on mediums. Alright, so I think we'll have to pull Lando into pit now, as I don't think those tires are going to be making it to the end, or we'll have to cut them down.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Cool them down a bit to get them to go for that final lap. I don't think they're going to be able to go for the final lap, so we're going to box Lando here for hards.
Box now, box now.
Yeah, happy to box at the end.
Then we're going to cut Ricardo up to aggressive.
Okay.
So he gets the job. Push. And we want to harvest with him as well.
Okay, Daniel, recharge on.
Understood.
Yeah, we wouldn't have made it around with Lando with these tires at all.
Understood.
Alright, let's see where Lando is going to come back out.
Just remind you, use the pit limiter in the pit lane.
Hamilton. Ocon is where we want to beat. We want to beat Ocon out. Come on, Lando. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Go, 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 Lando. You want to beat Ocon. Russell was in the pit as well. Come on. Out in front of Ocon, Lando. There we go. Come on. Alright, so we got Ocon. Nope, we didn't get him just yet. Where is he? Alright, so we got him. Yeah, we got out in front of Ocon. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We got out in front of Ocon. So we're going to keep him on those tires, aggressive on those tires, and we'll cut him up to neutral.
And recharge off.
Confirm.
And let him drive for a little bit with those tires being on aggressive. As Ricardo, who we are harvesting with, we're going to cut him up to neutral. What happened there? Yellow flag. Who crashed out?
Sounds like someone's locked
Car
up.
run wide.
Let's have a look.
Let's
Now,
take a
just
quick look.
Focus on the Haas. Oh, and there's the lockup. That's the
Yep.
last thing they'll have
Yep.
wanted.
Alright, so Mick Schumacher is behind us, so
Recharge off.
that lockup would not help us at all. Alright, we're going to tell Danny now to go overtake, and he should be able to get a nice clean exit on these two. So let's see if he can charge down the inside. Tires are a little bit warm, says Lando Norris. We're going to just keep them on aggressive. And there goes Danny Ricciardo all the way down there, Daniel. All the way.
Nicely done, Daniel. Nicely done.
All right, so we got one, and we're going to cut back to harvest.
Focus
Here.
on recharge.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah, don't go around Gasly just yet. Just stick to harvesting for now, Daniel. 4 laps to his pit window. At 2 laps to go, we're going to let him start burning down those tires. All right, so Lando Norris has Hamilton, Russell in front, and we're just right down the road from Danny Ricciardo. So when Gasly and Tsunoda starts to go to pit, Lando should be there to pick up those positions. Should be. Let's see. Yeah, he should be there to pick up those positions. Let's see how it works. All right, we're going to tell him to attack.
100% pace now.
I'm happy.
As I think these guys are going to be going to pit pretty soon. So we're going to let him put a little bit of pressure on and use some of that fuel as Ricciardo tries to defend his position here to Tsunoda, and he did so beautifully. And Lando is right around the corner there. All right, so nobody went to pit. Cut back Lando down to aggressive on those tires. We still harvest with Danny Ricciardo. Beautiful. Let's add some speed for a few laps. All right, so we see Ricciardo has moved up with DRS
Gain a position.
in front of Gasly and Tsunoda. How much laps to his pit window? 2 laps, so we're gonna start burning his tires. Should we start burning his tires now or wait for 1 lap? You will have 20%. Yeah, so we're gonna let him attack.
Maximum pace, Daniel, maximum pace.
Understood.
And Lando Norris, we're not really gaining any time with Lando Norris. So we're gonna see if Ricciardo can at least pull out some time. On these guys on their hards. All right, so let's add a few laps of speed. All right, so we're now in Ricciardo's pit window, and we see him losing out his position, and we're just gonna take back that position as Lando Norris is just right down the road behind him. So we're gonna let him go and retake that position from Gasly, as we want to be in front when we start to or pit stop. We might need to go a bit aggressive on Russell,
100% pace, 100%
on
pace.
Lando, and go overtake for a few laps. Tree is drained, so we're gonna cut him up to harvest. And here comes Hamilton.
Recharge on.
Hamilton has caught up to the DRS train. Cut Lando now to neutral, and then we're gonna cut him back down now to standard and to manage fuel, and we'll let him drive from there as Ricciardo trails from Lewis Hamilton, who's behind. Hamilton has the faster car here, so he should get by us on the straights. So let's add a few more laps as we're zooming in on Ricciardo's pit stop. Here comes Ricciardo. Come on, hold off Lewis. He could not. All right, try to follow Lewis. At least try to follow Lewis, bro. Down the inside on Lewis. Yes, he can. Can he hold the position though? No, he cannot. All right, 1 lap to his pit window. We're gonna give it everything we got now. We're gonna go overtake with Daniel and give it everything we got for his pit stop. Come on, Daniel. Everything. Pressuring Lewis Hamilton. Flying. Here comes Danny down the inside. There he goes. His battery's finished right on the exit. His battery's out. They're going to cut him down to harvest as he flies now for his final lap to his pit window, where we're going to be bringing him back to some fresh mediums.
Focus on recharge.
And we are...
Okay.
Can we get Gasly though? I think we can. Nope, we're not going to get him here. Not right here. Not right here. All right, so we see the AlphaTauris has not pitted. Alonso has not pitted as yet either. Hopefully Alonso do another lap. That would be nice. If Alonso does another lap, that would be good for us. Norris, on the other hand, seems to be struggling here, so we're going to cut him back up to aggressive.
Maximum pace.
He seems to be struggling on time. Though he's right down the road from us, he should get the positions when we do go to pit, but he seems to be struggling. All right, let's add some pace to Ricardo's pit stop. And here comes Ricardo for the overtake on Gasly to go to pit. Yes, he can. Oh, what happened? Why did Gasly just pull away? Because he's going into pit. All right.
Okay.
All right, so they did not go to pit. We're gonna make our pit stop. We're gonna make our pit stop, and we want to come out in front of Ocon. Is where we were looking to come out. Let's see if we can come out in front of Ocon. In front of Ocon is where we're looking. Come on, Danny. You can do this, man. Here comes Ocon. Come on, Danny. You can do this. All right, so Danny coming out right in front of Ocon. Really nice. And then we're going to cut him down to aggressive on those tires.
Keep looking after the
We're going to let him push on that fuel.
Understood.
Cut him to neutral here. Let him push on that fuel. As his tire deck is looking good to go to the end. And the Norris tire deck is also looking good to go to the end. All right. So now we should be picking up some positions from Gasly. Let me see. All of those cars who did not pitted yet. Tsunoda, Gasly, Zhou, and Alonso. I doubt we're going to be catching Alonso because he's like way up the road. Zhou as well. He's like way up the road. But Tsunoda, not Tsunoda. Yeah, Tsunoda on and Gasly. We should be able to catch those positions. Tires are a little warm, says Ricardo. All right. Cool them a little bit, Ricardo. And then speed them back up as he tries to break away.
Okay, to push.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
And we have just the right amount of ERS, all right, with our drivers. So what we're gonna do now is basically gonna be speeding it up for a few laps until these guys start to go to pit. So we see the entire front row now going into pit. There we see Bottas, Alonso, Perez, all of them, but we're not gonna be able to catch them. There goes Gasly into pit. We should catch Gasly with both our drivers. Let's watch that if we catch Pierre Gasly with both our drivers as he's on his way out now. And here comes Lando Norris. Oh, he's just stopping. So we should catch Gasly with both our drivers. Ricardo has also pulled away from Ocon, so he does not have DRS on Ricardo. And Gasly is going to come out behind Ocon here. All right, so there we go. First pickup, we're now up to P11, P12. If Ricardo can go and catch up to, Gasly just slats in right behind Danny Ricciardo there, man. So he's within DRS. Let's pick up that pace with Ricardo and see if we can break
Maximum pace now, maximum pace.
that toe
Understood.
from Gasly, so he does not get DRS on Ricardo. All right, there we go, breaking that toe. The tires are a little warm, that's all right. You just keep pushing. Alright, so he broke the toe. Want to be certain of it. Keep him pressing those mediums for a little bit. We see Zoe now going into pit. He's way up ahead. We're not going to be catching him at all, but we should be catching Sonoda when he goes to pit. 33% on his tires, so we should be able to catch Sonoda, and that's going to be bringing us up. All right, we didn't catch Zoe, but we should be able to catch Yuki Tsunoda. That will bring us right up. All right, and there goes Ricardo breaking that toe. Really nice drive from him. And let's add some speed. All right, so we see now Ocon and Magnussen going to pit. And we're still holding P10 and P11 right now. So we're looking pretty good in our positions. And our tire deck is looking okay. We could probably cool down Ricardo's tires a bit. So we'll cut him to cool down. And from here, we'll just speed up a little more to about lap 40 and see if we attain anything. All right, guys. So somebody crashed. Yellow flags. Let's see who it is.
There are yellow flags on the main straight.
Yep, Leclerc crashed at turn 4. Ooh.
Thank goodness nobody else was involved.
He didn't slam into the wall there, so he just spun out. All right, let's add back some speed and see. The only way we can pick up another position right now is if we see Hamilton going back to pit, and it's 10 laps to go. I doubt 11 laps to go. Doubt he's going to be going back to pit, so I doubt we're going to be picking up any more position from P10 and P11. So we'll speed it up from here to about lap 45.
Okay, I had a lockout.
Oh man, Ricardo locked up here in lap 45 and basically dropped off to Pierre Gasly. He basically lost that position. Man.
Now just take a look at the McLaren.
And they were doing so good, and Ricardo just locked up. So Lando Norris will be the only car scoring points here. Yeah, that's not going to be good at all.
We'll see.
The board is not going to be liking that at all. At all. The board is not going to be liking that.
That's a position gain.
5 laps to go. Let's go fully attack.
Let's have maximum pace this lap.
Understood.
And push or fuel with that 5 laps to go, and let's speed it up for a few more. All right, guys, lap 49. Danny Ricciardo still P12. Lando Norris still P10. Should be scoring points. Final lap, and that's going to be our finishing position. So our aim was to beat the Alpines. We beat Ocon, but we wasn't able to catch to Alonso. And the AlphaTauris, we basically beat them, so we don't need to worry of them passing us. But the Alfa Romeos beat both our drivers, so they're going to be going up on the points table. All right, so final lap. Let's cut those tires down to standard, as there's nothing we could do or no position for us to pick up, so we don't want them to kind of drop off or and we'll add some speed to the final lap to cross the line.
My only concern is the front grating.
Bro, your concern is that lockup that you had, my guy.
So I need to look after these tires.
Jeddah.
This is the last lap.
Oh, it's one more lap. I thought that was the final lap. Luckily for us, everybody's like way off. So I doubt anybody will be catching up at all. Alright, so we can speed up for the final lap because there's nothing much we can do. At this point, then finish in our position. P10 and P12. And we should be getting that score for position finish P10 or above, at least P10 with one driver is what we said. So we should be getting that bonus money right there as we speed it up to the finish line. All right, so here comes Lando Norris to the checkered flag, P10. Great race by him.
It's the checkered flag.
There you go, great race, Lando.
Good job.
Ricardo should have been in P11 if he did not lock up there, but it is what it is. We'll take our score.
Take the checkered flag.
Great race.
Obviously, I'll learn a bit from today.
Okay, that's P12 for the in lap.
So no points for Ricardo, but a little bit of points for Lando Norris. The board is not going to be too happy about that at all. They're not going to be too happy.
McLaren showed some good stuff here today, but they'll be building on that now to try and improve their results next time.
They've displayed some moments of quality here. All they need now is some fine-tuning to achieve great things.
And they're in 6th place in the constructor standings at the end of this weekend.
And for the
So we
next round,
dropped.
Formula One is heading down
I think
under.
didn't we start at
Times ahead in
P6? Yep.
Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
All right, so hopefully we could get our new part in before the next race. Hopefully, I hope. But there we go. McLaren 1 point. Alpine scored 6 points because of Alonso's performance. Really nice drive from him. We beat out the Alfa Romeos, so yeah. All right. So there we go for our experience. Development point for Lando Norris. That's nice. And that's basically going to be it for this one. We got 4 million. That's nice. We only lost 97,000. Use code REDCAR2 down below to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. Really appreciate you guys who watch the full videos for all your support. Remember to smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. All good, guys. Bye.